All right, we are live. Another edition of ThursDIAZ. Beto Duran, Joel Diaz. Why? Some people talking in the background. And then Coach Diaz, Razo Diaz. All three of us are here. Tono's going to make an appearance, but we're going to show Tono later on right now. Razo, how you feeling? Your Dodgers okay? Oh, we don't hear Razo now. What happened to you, Razo?
He muted.
He muted himself. Ya ves? You people here.
Yeah, I was trying to see if you knew sign language.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt the Dodgers right now. That's why.
What's the score, Razo?
It's 0-0. We're good. We got 2 men on, so we're good right now.
All right.
It's cracking.
Coach, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm just doing my thing. I go to the gym. We're training some fighters. We got one kid who's getting ready to fight November 1st. He's the only kid that has a date so far. And Beck the Bully, who's fighting October 30th. And besides that, we're moving forward with our project, man. We got a lot of progress up to now on that gym. I'm really excited and pumped up. Looking forward to finish it soon so that we can have a nice gym, nice facility.
Yeah, and it's coming along nicely. Thanks for everybody that's been watching and hanging out with us. All kinds of that noise you hear is Tono. We're not bringing on Tono yet. We told him he has to show that he knows how to use the computer and everything else. But if you hear ruffling, you hear different noise, it's Tono. And the more he moves, Coach, I think the less and less we're going to put him on. See, I showed him right there on the screen a little bit. He's so anxious to get on, but I don't know, Coach. I don't know.
He's going to fall asleep. He's going to fall asleep on the couch.
His time is dropping. His time is dropping.
His time is dropping. We want to see how committed he is to the show right now. And thanks to everybody that's checking in right now. Cesar Campos, Turo Alvarado, Chicano Golf, Gabriel Garcia. Thanks to everybody who's letting us know what's going on right now. And right now, do me a favor on the comments. Type in and see if it's pretty good. Like, I can't connect on my phone because I'm trying to watch the Dodger game too. But everything else is for you guys right now. So let us know what's going on. So we do appreciate everybody hanging out with us, the discussions. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe on the YouTube page and also on iTunes and Spotify. And I tell you that after the show, I always post it on the podcast. We get big numbers on the actual podcast. I know there's people out there who are driving around listening to us all the time, whether you're stuck in traffic, whether you're going down to San Diego to help people move, whether you're going up north, wherever you're at. We appreciate you guys as always. And the YouTube is for the younger people. So we keep going. And you're like thinking, why are you guys doing this today when the Dodgers are playing? Because this was what happens. We are dedicated to you. We are here for the fan because we've only missed one week since the pandemic started. And,
right.
and it's cool. And that was the week where the country was all crazy because what happened with George Floyd in Minnesota. We're like, let's just take a step back. But besides that, we haven't missed anything. So right now, as Joe Ash says, Chicano Golf, if you're listening on the golf course, you can watch us on YouTube. Coach, I see you have a shot. ¿Qué estamos tomando hoy?
Algo tranquilo.
Cabrón. Muy tranquilo el amigo.
Algo tranquilo. Un Don Julio. Don Julio 70, nomás para calentar un poquito.
Los motores.
El ambiente un poquito, ya, porque I'm happy to see my gallo. He's always playing golf and he's sexing it out there.
Yeah, Razo and I did a good job last week. And then yesterday we went to go play at Pico Rivera. Last minute, we just said, let's go. And Razo, the week before, Coach, I learned how to make those things reels on Instagram. I made a little video. I put it on the YouTube page. We got over 2,000 views of me and Razo playing in Alhambra, and it's pretty cool. People love Razo. I'm working on another one from yesterday. Razo was doing great work at Pico Rivera. He's a good golfer now, Coach. He had his Kobe jersey on. He was ready to go.
That's gangster golf, Coach. I didn't even put on a collar shirt. I put la jersey representing the Lakers and the LA. That was gangster right there. I'm getting more gangster.
Hey, the socks were over the knee or no?
Nah. The higher the socks, the downer the food.
And Razo, what are you drinking tonight?
I got this bad boy right here. Una Dos Equis tall boy.
Okay.
Listen, oi.
Ay, qué bonito, Razo, qué bonito. Yeah, and
what are you drinking, Beto?
For me.
What he's drinking.
Oh, look, there's a picture of Tono. Tono, don't talk yet. I'm showing the people you're here, but don't talk. Don't talk, Tono.
Tono feels like
No, you gotta ask
Remember
him what you drinking.
on HBO when they used to they're showing the fights and then they show the main event in the back, just relaxing. That's Tonya right now. He's sitting back in the back room, getting ready for that main event. I like it. I like it.
But he can't talk, so because remember when they show the main event, you're just supposed to sit there all quiet, right?
You can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Are we gonna salute before
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get on, or
But,
salute now, or salute after?
No, Toño, don't do it. Oh, let me take the camera off of Toño. See, Toño's ready. He's so ready to go. We're messing with him so bad right now. Like we're messing with Toño.
Beto, yesterday we trained the kids. We trained the kids at the ranch, and there's a lot of kids that he brings over the ranch. And he told the parents, everybody, like, hey, Toño, nos vemos el Friday. Or, hey, I'm gonna be on the show tomorrow. Okay?
No, he did it.
Right now, no, and he told everybody, all the parents, all the kids. So right now, everybody's watching Toño right now on the podcast.
Toño's giving extra credit, or what?
No, he told all the kids. He told all the kids and all the parents last night to watch him.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did.
I know
Toño
Toño all by himself, but we're not gonna. Toño's even watching on the YouTube. That way he can make sure to see what he looks like right now. But no, we're not doing that for you, Toño. And I got my bottle of El Tesoro. I'm gonna make a little palomita tonight, so I'm not taking a shot because we're gonna be easy because there's no golf tomorrow. But I'm just gonna maybe take a shot because it's hot, bro. I'm not gonna say it's hot because I'm talking to Coach because you guys live in 120 degrees. But I'm gonna make myself a little palomita. We'll be ready to go. So cheers to everybody who's going on right now. And then as always. Let us know what's going on. And Sulem Urbina checking in. Sulem is going to have a big fight coming on. So we'll talk about that later on. So, all right. So obviously, Toño is sitting there on the side. How long before we let Toño come in? He is the official person, the official statistician of the show. But how long before we let him in, Coach?
Let him in, man. Let him in.
Already?
No. Hold on. No.
Hey, he like those kids that are outside the store at Toys R Us, and as soon as they open the door, he's gonna run.
Todavía no. Let him marinate a little bit. Let him
marinate. All right, we're gonna let him marinate. As you can see behind me,
see more people to ask for Toño in the comments.
Yeah. We need more Toño. So if you guys notice,
Toño.
That sign right there.
Pick it up.
You see my wood sign?
Oh, hey, that's nice. Beto
Yeah.
Duran, right there.
That comes from my
book for you.
Imagine that workshop on Instagram. Gabriel Garcia, who watches the show, lives in Downey, and he said, "Hey, I'll make you a sign." I'm like, no, don't go out of your way. It's okay. That's his business. So imagine that workshop. He did a great job with it. I met him. I wanted to buy him a beer, but it's 11 in the morning. He and his wife and his young kid. So good job. Imagine that workshop. Does great work. Follow him. He makes wood. Everything's out of wood. It does it at his house. Good dude. And then he also is making like earrings for the women and all kinds of stuff. So imagine that workshop. I got it right today. So yeah, exactly. Make one for Chicano Golf, make one for Diaz, make a ThursDIAZ one, all kinds of stuff. So we got everything going on. Even make a Toño sign. Oh, see, who's got the background? That's Toño messing it up, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that's Toño.
He got his phone right now. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the name of this episode is ThursDIAZ with Toño, and he's here. He hasn't talked. He hasn't said one word. 8 minutes and 33 seconds. He hasn't said anything, and they're asking for him. Tony Sandoval says Toño. Christian Brand is Toño. Garden Angel, Toño. Paul is Toño. Beto Gomez says the Dodgers scored. Alan Zamora, Toño. Like, everybody wants Toño. But
Toño.
Coach,
Toño.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Let him finish his beer so that you can understand what he's saying. 'Cause he needs to get a little drunk in order for him to start toning his voice and his vocals,
All right, so if you guys are, the views are going up. Did Toño send a message out to everybody like, hey, Beto won't let me in until you... Okay, Toño, if I get five more Toños in the next minute, we'll let you in. If you don't, then you got to wait.
Thanks,
Toño. I'll be one of the first. I want you on. Hold on.
Wait. Hey, let me do myself.
No, don't talk, Toño. Oh, see? No, I'm messing with you. Toño.
He's going to call his family right now.
But the family's not watching. All right, so... No, well, but in all sincerity, though, who's calling me? See? They're calling me to put Toño in. All right, so It is. Toño's the man. Toño. So without further ado, let's bring him in right now. ThursDIAZ is a show that started with myself and Joel Diaz way back in the pandemic. It's connected where we had Roberto Diaz, we've had Razo on, and the man who's been there as our support system, our researcher, doing everything for us, everything that we needed for him, is one of the best boxers out there, one of the nicest guys I've met in the sport of boxing, super supportive, took me to Mexicali one time and got me across the border safely. I survived Mexicali. Just when I started calling fights, and hold on, let me go find that credential. I got the credential in front of me, Coach. When Julio fought against Keith Thurman, I remember I was right next to you guys and just got to know you guys a little bit more that week, and I saved that credential. I have it over there. But Toño's always been really nice and supportive. Anytime we have a fight in Coachella, the support that you give us, Toño, appreciate it that much. But you've been begging to come on the show. You've been asking to come on the show, saying, when am I getting my chance? And here it is, without further ado, and I'm even going to give you the big screen right now, Toño, so you better have your speech ready to go. Here he is, the one and only, one of the best out there in the sport, one of the nicest person I've ever met, Toño. Go for it. You have the floor. Talk!
Can I talk?
Yeah!
He told me, don't say nothing. Wait, yo estoy callado, yo hago caso.
You're allowed to talk, Toño.
Okay, I'm allowed to talk. You said 5 minutes. Okay, that's all I have. No, well, I wasn't begging you. Let's get this clear. The fans were asking for me.
The fans.
The difference. I mean, I don't beg. The fans were asking for me, Beto. So it's like, hey, I mean, I'm not a beggar.
No, you're for the record, you never begged. That's me just trying to look at him. You never begged.
The fans were asking for me. See, right now, people texting me. People texting me. Are you gonna be on tonight? Yes. Are you gonna be on? Yes. So I was like, fans. It's the fans, not me.
Now throw your phone in the trash now.
No, I can't.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna watch you guys on my TV. Everything. I read all the messages.
I'm telling you. Yesterday we
finished. Saludos.
No. You don't do the saludos. I do those. This is like when Razo started giving us ideas for the show. Okay, like, oh my.
Salud.
Okay. So let's start it. Toño, what are you drinking, Toño?
You know what? My wife heard about the show last week. She goes, hey, they're going to have you in the show. No, yeah, last week. I was listening to it. We'll watch it. And she goes, you going to be in the show? I go, well, they said. She goes, hey, what are you going to drink? So we went to the store. I'm not going to say the store because it's not a commercial. and I saw these beers. I was going to get some tequila. I mean, I have tequila. I have a lot of bottles of tequila también in the house. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try something different. So I saw these nice beers using Coachella Brewery. And I mean, they're pretty strong. They're good. I'm just trying them. So
you loaded already?
I mean,
I can tell.
They're okay.
Cheers, Toño. Cheers.
Oh, cheers. There we go. Toño, welcome to the show, and we appreciate you having. And one of the reasons that, and with all sincerity, is that Toño hasn't been on the show is because he trains kids into the show. So there's been times where Toño's been training the kids while he'll have his phone off to the side. So it wasn't like I was being a bully, like, not like Beck the bully, saying like, no, we don't want him on or anything like that. Because there have been a lot of people asking to come on the show. I'm like, no. We have a good little community here going on. But Toño's also, his schedules doesn't work out. And also, I'm still learning the technology. Now I know how to do 4 people. I know how to do 5. So here we go. And then, you go to one of the ligas, coach. There you go. and so here we go. So Toño, let me ask you this. You've been day one fan. What do you think of the show? Just you, the fan, watching it.
You know what? I think as a fan, it's an awesome show because, I mean, it's like a kickback. You just watching people kicking back and having a drink and talking those stories that people in the boxing world don't know about boxing.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, there was one time, as a matter of fact, that I missed the show. And my wife and I saw it the next day outside in my backyard, and me and her, we finished the whole bottle of the Julio.
Yo, you sent me the
show. You remember that one, right?
Yeah, you sent it to me. Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome. We were just sitting there and just watching the show, and just we were just laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, but Toño, for you, we talk the stories, and Joel, praises you, picks on you, all that good stuff.
Bullies me all the time.
Yeah, he bullies you, but that's what we're supposed to do. But también, it's you contribute to the show, and not just because you're a boxing fan, but we take you down memory lane. Do you enjoy that too?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. There's sometimes. You always say stories of when we used to fight. I'll be like, oh, Chuck, it's true. I forget about the story sometimes, and he brings them up, and I'm like, oh man, I remember those good days.
The good days. See, Toño, do you get nervous for interviews?
Not anymore. Not anymore. No, I'm okay now.
Yeah, because your brother.
Like, not no more, not no more before Margarito or after Margarito.
Hey, Razo.
I'm
You
just
are
saying.
not say that name when I'm here, bro.
All
That
right.
name has to. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
Here we go. Toño, I'm gonna slick back the hair right now. Toño, when your brother starts talking about Margarito, do you get mad?
I start changing. I start changing. No, I don't get mad. It's just it's una cura. I know it's una pura broma.
Yeah. But
Pura broma. I know what he means.
yeah, of course, and we all do. That's why we make the joke that Toño's begging or that this is and that. You're not. You're an ultimate classy professional. That's why we have you on today. We appreciate your support. And let's see here. That's been 5 minutes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching the Toño Show. He can leave now. No.
Hey, it's because Joel knows not to push my buttons because no aguanta nada. No aguanta nada. No, that's a saying that he has when he gets. Saying that I have. His saying that I aguanta. Look, remember last week I told you, Antonio one day was rapping somebody, and Marcos Caballero comes and nips his shirt. And later on, Marcos Caballero comes back with no sleeve, and then Marcos is mad, and then he goes, no aguantas nada. That's the same. Let me tell you what happened this weekend. We went golfing, and we get those cars, right? We got the golf carts, and we're going.
No gangster golf.
We started. Can I say wait.
Hey, one story at a time, Toño. Relax.
What?
Toño's already itchy.
Yeah.
We started playing golf in the morning. We went to this course over here on this side of town, close to the desert, over there, beautiful, by the middle of nowhere. So beautiful course. We started the first seven holes. We were playing good. Excuse me, Razo. We were playing really good. Hitting the ball. Well, I was hitting the ball. He wasn't. And then Julio was not doing. It was me and Julio against him and Joelito, my son. So we started going, and then Julio was drinking. By the 8th hole, Julio was already a little bit in the mood.
Julio?
Yeah. So then all of a sudden, him and my son are in the front, and they put their bags with their clubs. And then Julio goes over there. He goes, okay, let's go flat, and he hits. And then he goes and he unfastens the bag. So he tells Joelito, hey, Joel, you're staying too behind, dude. Come on, you got to floor that thing. So we go as soon as he takes off. Antonio's clubs are all over the path right
No.
Yeah.
That's the old trick right there. Yeah. That's an old trick.
No, that ain't right.
Razo, the thing is this, that we did it to him 5 times along the hole.
7 times.
Or 7 times. And in one hole. We would be playing, and then he would be really focused on the ball, and all of a sudden Julio would sneak to the back, and he would take off the belt again. And the clubs are all over the floor. And he was already being mad. So then later on, I started drinking. By the 9th hole, I started drinking. So we were on the 15th hole already, and we were already I don't want to play no more. I can't even hit the ball. I'm drunk. So we're close to these apartments over there, and there was people outside watching. And we were distracted. He unhooked our bags.
Okay.
And when we took off, boom, there was clubs for far away. And people were over there yelling and screaming at us and laughing. Hey, you guys is close. And then we look at him and goes, no aguanta nada.
You people in the desert don't know how to behave because the other
not golf etiquette.
No, and then like I said, you saw the picture. It was a real nice course. That's probably Yeah, that's not Coachella. That was like in Palm Desert or Mirage or
It's
something.
Coachella. No, it's Coachella, but it's a new a new golf course. It's on Worldmark on Cerro Lago on that side.
Oh.
Actually it's right across the street from Fantasy Springs. It's over there in the middle of the desert.
Oh, it's where Joel has a camp house.
Back. Okay, but you also showed a video of the back of the golf cart where you're supposed to put maybe a couple things. It had like las botellas. Like it would look like a recycling bin.
And that was half of it.
We were playing gangster golf and we were drinking.
You're borracho golf. Now, Coach, before we get into the Tono story and his amazing career and everything he's done and how he's the fact checker of the show, Tono almost didn't make the cut this week, right, Coach? Because on Sunday, I saw some videos of a karaoke.
Oh my God. I mean, we went to his friend's house, right? He invited us over there just to, have some drinks.
Wrong.
So Antonio gets a wig. Antonio puts a wig.
You put it on me.
No. They gave it to you. You put it on. He had a wig, and I showed Beto a video. He goes, "Oh, because of that, he's not gonna be on the show."
Yeah, I said.
Why did you tell me that?
Well, because it was just, and then.
No, Beto, you didn't see the one with Joel? Joel had a wig and I had one.
No. But I saw the video of you, and then I saw videos of you. It looked like you were standing, leaning. I don't know what it was. And I'm like, there's no way that guy's going to be ready on Thursday.
Dude.
Well, he's not ready, but he's here.
Hey, my friend John P. Juan Prado, he brought out 2 wigs. And as a matter of fact, Joel was the first one to put it on, and he put the other one on. They both came out with the wig.
I would never do that.
No, Joel, don't lie. Yeah, when we're outside, he got the wig. One of the other wigs, and he put it on.
Watch, Beto, Razo, look at me. Do you think I would do that?
No, you're an innocent guy.
Oh, yeah, you switch.
I would never put a wig on myself. Never.
Bro, you serious?
Now every day people have phones and they have it in their hands.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put a wig and look like the way he did. That's why I took the video and I sent it to you. I go, hey, is this what you're gonna have on ThursDIAZ?
No.
Hey, Beto, you want me to go back to my phone and send you the picture of him dressed up as Bad Bunny?
No, because look, Tono.
I'm on my birthday.
No, see, Tono, you got when you're on the show, you gotta prepare. You gotta send it. You can't send us stuff on your phone right now. Like,
exactly.
See, you gotta be. Tono, you gotta lock in on the show and don't look at the TV.
Baby.
Because there's a delay, Tono. So what you're watching, you're looking. Look, focus on here, right here, bro, right here. Lock it.
Don't. He's drunk.
Look. I turn on my TV. Look, boom.
No, you keep.
Yeah, TV's off. TV is off. I'm focused on you.
Roger doesn't want to get fired on the first day.
Yeah, I don't want you to say you're not back in the show no more.
No, it's just because Tono, what you're watching on YouTube, there's like a delay.
I know there is.
So you're watching up there and you're reacting to those people instead of us. So
yeah,
I'm reacting to you, Beto.
That's true.
Okay,
Beto.
Tono, do you want to be on ThursDIAZ or do you want to be back with the fans?
I love my fans, bro. I'm a fan-friendly guy. I love my fans. I want to be at ThursDIAZ.
Oh, okay.
I love my fans, but I want to be on ThursDIAZ now.
This is basically a show just for Tono. Why are you moving your camera?
It's moving by itself. I'm trying to be a movie. Do it one.
Drunk.
Oh man!
Did you guys catch what he said right now? He goes. Oh, I've been doing all this because I wanted to be, and I'm gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna do this because I want to be on ThursDIAZ. I mean, he's making it seem like he's gonna be here every time now.
Nah, I don't need to. I'm too busy. My life is too busy.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right now, I have the guy in the garage drinking by himself. I'm sending him combinations through Zoom.
Oh, man. That's so unprofessional.
Man.
Hey, bro. Everything right now is about Zoom.
Tono, this is a start right now. So me and you get our show going. We're testing it out. We're testing the waters.
Please.
You know what, Razo? You're right. From on, after this, we're gonna have our own show, me and you.
Oh my God! And Tono, I'm glad.
We're gonna call it the hated ones.
This is hilarious.
They hate on us, bro.
You know what? If it's only us four watching, I don't care. I'm having a great time right now. I'm glad that Tono can't see the comments because everybody is on Tono's side. Team Tono, Sulem.
I'm telling you, my fans.
Tu barrio te respalda, Tono. All this. This is. Yeah.
Esa es mi galla.
Yeah. The Green Eye Bandit, Caesar. tonight is fan appreciation night because we finally get Tono. All of a sudden. Okay, Coach.
All of us.
Coach, why do people love Tono?
Well, believe it or not, my albums are fully extended.
Why people love Tono?
Yeah, why?
Because my mom don't like him, so everybody else does.
Okay,
Here we go.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, Beto. I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I go to my mom's house, she loves me so much que boom, de volar me saca mis tortillas esta mano y mi quesito fresco, bro. Llega Joel y lo quiere correr. Yo lo corre, a él no lo quiere.
Oh my goodness, this is good. And you're right, our numbers are going up. People keep watching us. Rate, review. Everybody, welcome to Tono Vision. I'm Beto. I'm just here along for the ride. It's
Beto Visión.
No, it's Tono Visión today. It's Tono Visión.
Yo no soy Tono Visión.
I'm
just here.
Mira, hasta Beto Gómez, esquina de Beto. Finally, los Betos stay together. Los Betos unidos. There we go. All right, here we go, Coach. All right, let's get on to the show now.
I came to the wrong studio.
Yeah.
I should have been Tono Studios. I'm in Beto Studios.
Yeah, well, you're on the wrong side. There you go. All right, here we go. Cheers to Tono. Terry, what's happening? Finally, somebody supporting Razo. What's going on, everybody? Cheers to everybody here. All right, let's get this going. Now we're going to start the show. Coach, Tono tells you he wants to fight as a little kid. What'd you tell him?
When he was a kid?
Yeah, how'd that work out? How did you get him into boxing?
Well, the thing is this. I discovered a boxing show, a boxing gym, just wandering around the streets of Coachella. And I started coming in the gym, just like every kid that stops by and looks into the gym and, feels like he can do it. And I had two other friends. And we went in the boxing gym, tried it out, and we're like, hey, let's come back tomorrow. And we came back the next day, and then we started making it a daily habit. And then all of a sudden, my other brother Jesus, who is older than Antonio, younger than me, started tagging along, and it went from one to another to all of a sudden it was Jesus, Antonio, Julio, and me, and they just started following me to the gym. Sometimes they wouldn't go because we weren't allowed to. My dad would stop us from going, or he would tell us, "No, you guys gonna go anywhere today. Clean the yard, find something to do." Because my dad, he thought we were just wasting our time or getting in trouble or out there in gangs and drugs. So we would hide, we would sneak out and leave. Sometimes I would bring Antonio, sometimes I would bring Shaggy, and sometimes I wouldn't bring anybody. And that's how everything started. They just started following me to the boxing club, and everybody was discovered at their own moment. I mean, I started it. I started competing, and then all of a sudden, Shaggy started competing, and then Antonio. Actually, let me tell you something about Antonio. Antonio was the one that nobody wanted. There was a point where the coach Lee Espinosa would train everybody except Antonio. Antonio was like, nah, and then he was chunky, a little gordito, and he wasn't really that talented for boxing. So there was times where we were gonna go to a boxing show, and Antonio would go up to Lee and tell him, "Hey Lee, am I gonna go fight too?" What would Lee tell you?
Okay. He told me one time, one quick story. I heard they were gonna go to Utah. One of the guys from here, from the Valley, he scheduled a small show, Utah versus California. They were gonna take 5 of the top fighters in our club, which was my brother Shaggy was one of the top guys. And then there was Julio. We had my cousin Chiquita Vargas, Jose Vargas. We had Chris Hernandez and Pedro Ochoa. Those guys, we heard they were gonna go. So my friend Pedro's brother and I, we were like little lazier. Nobody wanted to train us because every time they went to fight, we were the ones always losing. So that day, a day before they were gonna leave, I heard Lee telling everybody, "Hey, we're leaving at this time. Get ready. We're gonna pick you up at this time and what is that." So I go in and I ask Lee, "Hey Lee, you guys gonna fight tomorrow? You guys going to Utah?" He goes, "Yeah, we're gonna go fight." I go, "Who's going?" He goes, "Oh, by Chiquita, Pedro, Julio, Chris, y Shaggy." Okay. So I asked, "What about me and Alfonso?" "Oh, no, you guys not ready. You guys have been training." We're like, "Yeah, we've been training. We've been sparring. and him and I would have been training because we knew they were going to go. So we wanted to go. So we trained ourselves on the side. And yeah, we've been training. We've been sparring. We've been running around the park. He goes, how much you weigh? I remember that time I was fighting at 115, 119. I go, I'm 119. He goes, let me check. So he checked us, and he goes, all right. This is exactly his word from his mouth. He goes, yeah, you know what? We're gonna take guys. We need at least 2 losses. You know, it's not gonna look good.
No.
Take 5 and have 5 winners. He goes. It's not gonna look good to have 5 and 5 winners. We need at least 1 or 2 losses. Para que pierdan las chusmitas. Okay. So I didn't care. I was excited.
He called them chusmitas. Chusma.
How old were you?
I was 14.
Okay.
That's when I started changing my life in boxing. I mean, not my life, but I started being better in boxing because in the beginning, I had like a couple fights in a row, losses, and every time we go fight, everybody will win except me. I was chubby. I just wanted to be in the midote. I just wanted to be in the chisme with everybody. That's why I didn't care about boxing. But after that, I felt a lot more and more, and I started winning a lot more tournaments. So we went to Utah. We got there. We're excited. I remember we stopped in Vegas for the first time in my life. I saw Vegas. We stopped in Circuit. We stayed there for a little bit. We ate. Then we head out to Utah. We get to Utah. We spend the night in a hotel. Next day, we weigh in. We got my stuff. The fights next day, we show up. I remember, I think it was Chris, the first guy that fought. Chris fights, he loses. Second fight was Pedro, he loses. Third fight was Chiquita, he loses. Fourth fight was Julio wins. The fifth fight was Shaggy. Shaggy was so tired, he hit the guy low blows like so many times, he got DQ'd. So I go next, I stopped the guy out in the second round. My buddy stopped the guy in the first round. So on the way back, Lee was all, man, good thing we brought these 2 Chusmas. we would have been looking like Chusmas big time, but these guys saved us. On the way back, the only winners was Julio, myself, and my friend and Alfonso. And this show was on March 22nd, 1992.
How do you remember that?
That's
I have the video.
That's and Dave, he'll tell you.
I have the video. I have the videos of the show in Utah.
No way.
I have a video of me
Tono.
fighting in there.
Tonio, since you guys won, did you get to sit in front of the van?
They didn't care about that, bro. We were just excited driving back, and we stopped in Vegas again to eat. Yeah, we were excited. After that, I came back and I won. I remember I won there was a famous tournament called the Blue and Gold, the Junior Olympics. I made it to nationals. It was 92. As a matter of fact, in 1992, I made it to nationals all the way to North Dakota. It was myself, Danny Perez, Fernando Vargas. We were on the same team. We were on in North Dakota, and then from there I kept just winning.
Yeah. Tuto Brennan says Toño looks all happy. You do, man. That's why.
Happy. You know what? I'm always like that, bro. I'm always a happy guy. I don't care.
You
I don't
are.
Care. I mean, you'll never see me upset.
No.
I don't care what problem I have or whatever's wrong with me.
Yeah.
You always gonna see me happy and smiling.
That's
Only when the Niners lose, then you're all triste.
even when you know what? Even when the Niners lose. See, last year we lost. This year we lost the Super Bowl. But my football season ended when we spanked the Packers big time.
Oh.
What to do with this?
And the Rams. We spanked the Packers and the Rams. And I was like, you know what?
That's all. That's fake news.
I don't care about the Super Bowl no more.
There was a couple games
just
where
saying
they
about
had Al Hammond in the corner.
Toño.
Hey, no wonder. Hey, es cierto, Sam Watson atrás de
Yeah.
Garoppolo.
All right, Toño, stay focused on the boxing here. Stay locked in, because then you're gonna get it. All right, here, stay focused. Right. Okay. Now that you have a new show with Razo called Chusma, that's gonna be the name of your podcast, the Chusma Show. You and Razo. All right. When you said at that age you started turning around, that's when you locked in. What made it change for you? Where you're like, is that when you said I want to be a pro, or what? What was the difference?
No. You know what? I really don't know what it was. It was just
I'll
that.
tell you what it was. I'll tell you what. Sorry for interrupting.
No, dale.
No, I don't know. You know my life.
I know what happened. Hey, what? I'm gonna remind you. I'm gonna remind you, and it's all based on common sense.
I used to walk in the ring and look at myself in the mirror and fix my hair. I was more about looking pretty in my hair.
Antonio, we would pull up to the gym because I would drive. I had a car and I had him and Shaggy and Julio in the back. We'll pull up in the front of the gym. Everybody will get out the car, and I think and then he will go around the back. He will go around the back of the gym and he'll go and come in from the back door. And as soon as he walked in, he looked in the mirrors and he just combing his hair, right? and he would always make fun of him. Hey, Antonio's always combing his hair, guy. But this is what happened, and he's gonna remember. There was a guy. Actually, he was part of the event in Utah. His name is Tony West, a retired fighter who used to box. He used to box here in Coachella too, and he got knocked out a few times and he retired. And then when they went to Utah, it was because he was the middleman. They made that connection to go compete.
He lived in Utah. He used to live in Utah.
He used to live in Utah, and he knew everybody there. So when they came back, Antonio had just won. Antonio and Alfonso are the only ones who won, plus Julio. And then after that, it's like, okay, Lee Espinosa, Antonio West retires after his last knockout. So he tells, hey, I want to be here. He goes, hey, well, help me train the kids. I remember Lee Espinosa telling Antonio West, he goes, yeah, I want to help you train some of the guys. And Lee goes, hey, here, agarras esos chusmas. He goes, get those 2 chusmas.
That was before the Utah show.
Okay. No, it was after.
No.
See?
Actually, it was
okay.
You don't know my life. He was right. You don't know my life.
Wait.
Well, the thing is this.
Tony West trained me and my friend for the Utah show.
Okay, well,
hey, calmados.
Hey, this sounds like the presidential debate. Hold on. Take order, goddammit.
Razo, get in there, Razo.
The story is based on Tony West retired as a fighter.
Okay.
And he wanted to train. So Lee Espinosa says, okay, ayúdame con esas chusmas. So he gave him Tono and Alfonso, the 2 guys that were always losing the show. And Tony West dedicated time to these guys. He would do mates with them, and he treated them like champions.
Take us to run, do
when
everything.
They were chusmas. He would take them running.
Hey, I was never a chusma.
Well, the thing is, in boxing, this is the way it is. You get a fighter, treat him like a champion, train him, dedicate time to the kid like a champion, he'll step it up like a champion. And that's when Antonio transformed himself.
Yes.
Tony West trained Antonio and Alfonso Ochoa because Lee Espinosa was busy with me, with Pancho Segura and other guys, and some of the elites like Shaggy and Julio. So he didn't really want to put time into Antonio because he was, ese gordito nomás viene aquí.
Wait, Tono was a fat kid?
No, Tono was
chubby.
Yeah?
Chubby at 119 though?
No,
but
that was before. Before I fought that show. Before I was chubbier. I was like, I was heavy.
Well, what?
Tony West.
Hold on, coach. He said heavy, but he doesn't want to say what. Were you the kid shopping in Husky at Mervin's?
Not that quite. Not that.
Like a fat kid loves cake?
Yeah. Did you run?
Huh?
Would you run?
Of course.
No.
I wouldn't run.
Where?
No,
No, I wouldn't run for boxing. I never ran.
Tony West had you running all the time.
No.
Before that.
Chubby. That's
before
why. See, that's why. That's why after Lee got tired of me losing all the time, he even told me, even my dad told me, ya retírate, mejor ese deporte, yo te compro tus zapatos cholitos, bien peinados, acá andan acá bien cholo. Yeah, you want to buy me some nice shoes, acá de charol, acá para andar bien cholito? I was like, no, I want to keep boxing. And Lee even told me, hey, yeah, you're retired. So when he didn't want to train me, that's when he said, Tony, you retired from boxing, how many train? Just train Tony and train the guy that has Chusma.
Wait, so Tony, you're telling me you were the kid that didn't take it serious, you were just like little gordito, you were there, and you got to fight.
I was just there to be a part of these guys.
Yeah, you were just hanging around, and you got to the fight at Madison Square Garden for a world title. That's why with Joel last week told the story about who would have thought 2 kids from Coachella would get this far. And I think that's kind of something you found out on your own, that you had that love and passion, right? It wasn't somebody because now my point is, like, now it's as soon as the kid's 5 years old, coach, we're gonna take him, we're gonna do this. The kid has an Instagram, he has winning gloves, he has this and that. And it's like let the kid develop that passion? Because what if Tono,
Exactly.
they would have made you do that when you were 9, 10 years old? Would you have been Tono Diaz now?
No, I would have never done it. No. I would have never done it. If they would have pushed me, I would have never done it. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I remember these guys would get up and go run and go do all this stuff, all these workouts. I would just go and spar, and then where the boxing club was at before, there was a boxing club, there was a taqueria, there was a panaderia, and there was an Alcoholic Anonymous in the back. We were supposedly, we were gonna go jog. We would go into Alcoholic Anonymous, and they had coffees and donuts. We used to get coffee and donuts and go back to the park, eat them, and then go back to the gym. That's what we would do. We wouldn't run.
They already knew him at Alcoholic Anonymous. Ya los conocían a él y a Julio. They were like, véngase, amigo. Agarren café, donuts, because they always had a big old tray of bread. And they even brought me along with them.
Yeah, we listen to the people. We listen to the people doing their verses of drinking and stuff. And even the thing is, we lived about a mile away from the gym. So there was times that we couldn't drive, we couldn't take our bikes, so we would walk. So I remember we used to ask my mom for 50 cents. On the way back after the gym, there was a bakery on the way out of the gym. So we'll buy a conchita and an orange juice and walk home with our conchita. Yeah, that's what we would do.
Tono!
We didn't care.
Tono, you're supposed to be running and you're at Alcoholics Anonymous?
Yeah. Hey, for the coffee and donuts, they were free. Hey, they were free, bro.
But there's like a guy giving a sermon. He's like, I want to change my life. Ya no quiero tomar tanto error. And you're
We
like,
didn't care. We didn't care about his life. We didn't care about his donuts.
No. He would stop. Look, I'm telling you, one time Julio tells me, hey, fuimos allá y tenían una junta y ahí hay pan y café y nos invitan. I go, really? So I was curious. I remember I was the oldest. And we will walk home and walk to the gym. So they discovered this little room where they have Alcoholic Anonymous. Y entras, and there's everybody sitting down, and there's a guy on the podium talking. So then when Julio told me, hey, allá atrás está un cuartito donde hay unos señores y tienen donas y café, hey, y nos invitan. So I was the oldest guy. I go, I'm gonna go check. Probably these guys are trying to take it. No, watch. The day I go with them, we open the door. No, and Julio was the leader. Julio was the leader. He was the youngest. And he would open the door, and he would walk in like he was already part of them. And then he opened the door. Yeah, he was like, hey, Ben. And there was somebody talking up there, and then the guy would be talking, and they go, and then he would stop and he goes, hey, pásenle, mijo, pásenle. Yeah, ahí está el pan. He would stop what he's saying to invite us in, and I'm like,
oh my God.
Here's
it go. Alan Zamora. Here's it go. Alan Zamora. My name is Julio. I like to throw putazos.
Yeah. Hey, going back to the story, Beto. Well, after Lee told Tony West to go train us, and I saw the treatment that Tony gave us, like he was like, okay, come on, let's do this. Then now let's do this. He was always with me, and now let's go jog. He'll go run with us. That's what made me. You know what? It feels good. You know, it feels good. Yeah, it inspired me. Yeah, exactly. And that's what made my life change. And that's why I started, not my life, I'm sounding like a druggie.
Oh, I thought it was the Alcoholic Anonymous.
No, after I saw Tony, Tony telling me, do this, do that, and he was always with me, and then he would always go jog with us also. I felt like, you know what, I could do this. And it was not that bad, and I started feeling better and better, and that's why I started winning tournaments.
Joel, when did you know that Tono was legit, that he was serious about it, that he could do something?
When he stopped eating donuts.
It was very simple and very obvious, because when Tony West started training Antonio, and you saw the transformation he did, and obviously Antonio improved so much based on the treatment he was getting.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony West was right next to him. Hey, let's go run. He would run with him, because the boxing club at the time was by the city hall. And behind the city hall, there was a park, Veterans Park in Coachella. So all the way around, it's a square around the park. So they will run around the park. And then they finish, and then he will bring them, and they will do sit-ups, push-ups, all the conditioning he did with him. And he was always
made me feel special.
I mean, made him feel like, hey, you know what, this
like a world champion.
So Antonio started elevating, and then he started winning fights, going to tournaments, and started winning. And then all of a sudden, Lee Espinosa says, oh, you know what? And then Lee started getting closer and say, you know what, come on, Antonio, started training him, and that's when he took over. Because when Lee made that, hey, Tony, you know what, I'll get him now, and I'll go from here. That's when
Yeah.
he started.
Dude,
So you
Did he
didn't
make
tell
it?
him. You didn't tell him like, oh, ahora sí quieres chusma.
No,
Well,
no.
the thing is, it was a team. Everybody trained
It was,
together. I mean, Lee
I mean,
Espinosa has always been
Lee
the head.
didn't kick me out. Lee just told Tony, you know what,
Help
train
me
me.
out with
You
him.
know?
You know,
yeah.
it's like when
Yeah.
you got you're a trainer, you got an assistant trainer. You know, it's like, hey, you know what,
You
help me
know?
with this kid, and it's the same
Yeah.
team. They started working, and then Lee started taking
Yeah.
them from there on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You know, Beto, like earlier you said, oh, about these two Mexicans at Madison Square Garden, blah blah blah. You know, for me, one of the moments that I was like wow, like man, I made it here. For me, the biggest moment was when I fought on the undercard of Chavez de la Hoya 2 at Thomas and Mack Center,
I was there.
September 16th, 20, no 2000,
Razo. Were
no
you
98,
working or you're just there?
2001, 2001,
98,
2000.
98, 98, 98. Yeah, September 16th, 98. I fight Quiros. You know, and when I walked out, when I was walking out, I mean, I was used to fighting
Fantasy.
at the Orleans, at the Fantasy, at the Arizona Charlies, you know, smaller ballroom arenas. But as soon as they told me, "Right, Diaz, you're next," yeah, you know, my song started playing, and I started walking out, and I look up, I kind of like froze for a little bit. But when I got in the fight, when I got in the ring, I'm looking around like, and I remember, I think you all told me, "Don't be looking up, don't be looking up, don't be looking up." All right, so
Who'd
I
you
was
fight,
looking
Tono? Who
down,
did you fight?
I fought Cañonero Quiros. It was September.
Hector,
Hector Cañonero Quiros. I think it was September. It was in 98. I know it was 98. September 16th or 18th. I think September 18th, 98.
96.
Cañonero Quiros. That's the first fight, not the second one. Let's don't talk about the second one.
we did already on one of the shows.
I know you did, but let's not bring it up.
All right, I'm doing my research. I don't find that one. But
Yeah.
Tono, you fought at the
Yeah,
Playboy Mansion?
No, Julio did.
Oh, Julio fought at the Playboy.
Julio fought at the Playboy Mansion twice.
All right, so Coach, Tono finally tells you like, hey, I'm changing things up in my life. You can see the difference in him. When he says I'm going to turn pro, how did that work out for the Diaz family?
Well, it was just a moment in time. It was just a moment in time because Antonio, he was always working in the field. And there was a lot of changes in his life when he turned pro because Lee was handling his career. Lee decided when to turn pro, as well as Julio. But there was times in which Antonio, after work, he had to come to the gym and train, and you know he had to take days off of work in order for him to go fight. But when Antonio turned pro, he had already made a name for himself in the amateurs. Perhaps, I mean, nobody ever believed in him when he started as a boxer because this kid's not gonna make it. And that's the reason why I always use Antonio as an example. Antonio did not have a great amateur career like a lot of fighters have a big resume in the amateurs, and they come into the pros and they don't make it nowhere. Antonio, honestly, he had a very poor amateur career, even though he made it to a couple nationals over here, but not big nationals. And he didn't capture like national titles or anything. He just made it to nationals and maybe one or two fights and he'll lose and come back. But he did a great career in professional. He captured a lot of great fights. When he fought, I remember when he fought Mickey. Toño, who did you fight? That time you were working at the Okra, and Lee called you. Hey, you have a fight. Was it? No, it wasn't Mickey Ward.
No, it wasn't Mickey Ward. Mickey Ward, I wasn't working. I stopped working. Remember I used to work at the jewelry store. No.
But before that, before you started
Before
working
that?
at the jewelry
No,
store,
no,
you
it
were
was-
working. Before you started working at the jewelry, you were working with Alfonso and Okra.
Yeah, I was working. I think that was a fight here in the fantasy.
Yeah.
One of the fight for 1229. It used to be called 1229.
Yeah.
I think it was around there. One of the fights. I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, but I used to work in the okra in the field.
What's okra?
After that, it's amazing fighting.
Hold on.
Okra
Okra
is a vegetable. It looks like a pepper, but it's very. I mean, you touch it, and it only grows in the summertime.
And you're
You
picking
touch it
that?
with your skin. Yeah, and it itches a lot, so you have to be all covered up.
The plants are like 5-6 feet. They grow like 5-6 feet. But
Yeah,
I mean, they're like pepper. Yeah, and then they have like a fiber. They have like a little like fiberglass. The whole plant has like fiberglass. So you have to wear long sleeve, gloves. Okay, because if that thing touches your skin, you're gonna be itchy all day. Even if you get home,
Okay.
shower, it's really bad. And then in
Jesus.
summertime, it was really bad.
No, there's no need
I
for that.
remember I'll wake up at 4 in the morning. We'll start working at 5 in the morning, from 5 to like 10, 11 in the morning. And we're already out of there by 11, 12.
That's I think not to sound like the old people, but like the kids right now don't understand how hard it was that you guys had it coming through. So, Coach, when Tono turns pro, are you still a pro?
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
Julio,
we fought.
and Julio's a pro?
No, Julio, no.
It was Joel, myself, and Shaggy. We fought on the same card. All three of us won one of the cards on.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel was main event. I was co-main event, and Shaggy was one of the openers.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Having heard the story of how you guys came to the United States from Michoacan, how you guys didn't know your dad when you showed up because of just the distance and the time, to going and headlining a main event, to having 3 of your sons as professional fighters. What was it like in the family at that time?
You should ask my mom that.
Pues aquí no está. I can't ask her.
She almost had a heart attack.
Because my mom every
She never
time,
wants to fight.
every time, either of us fought, my mom never wanted to go see a fight live.
Really?
And even if it was on TV, she wouldn't even watch it. She would go to her room. She'll be over there praying and worried until after the fight. And she didn't want to hear it. There was times in which she would go to the room, and if somebody was watching it on TV, she did not want to hear what's happening. You know, that's how nerve-wracking it was for her. And imagine 3 of us, the same card. It was really, really hard for her. I mean, there was a time with my dad. My dad always had ringside tickets from Antonio from his fights. And what would my dad say, Antonio?
Way in the back. See, my dad had a ringside ticket. He'll be watching the event right here ringside. As soon as it was time for Tono or Shaggy or Joao to go out, he'll get up by himself, walk back like he's gonna go get a drink. He'll be in the way in the back where they're selling the beers, just with they're standing, watching the fight. He will not watch the fight ringside.
Wow. Yeah, it's interesting.
I remember, Beto, the time that Joao and I and my brother Shaggy fought in the same card. I remember Shaggy, we were trained together. So we told Shaggy was married. So he told me, let's stay away from my wife for 1 month, bro. 1 month. Let's all stay together. Let's all work out together, and let's go perform well, for the fans. All right. So for a whole month, we all stayed together, same house, and his wife was at his mother-in-law's. We were all running, training, doing everything at the same time. The day of the weigh-ins, we all showed up to the weigh-ins. After the weigh-ins, he goes, "Hey, my wife said if it's okay for me to go with her just to eat, and then we'll go home." And after eating, we're like, "Shaggy, don't mess it up, bro. We've been in camp. You haven't messed up. We've been trained together. Let's go fuck up. Whatever you're gonna do it after the fight." "Yeah, I'm just gonna go eat and come back. We're just going to Olive Garden." All right. Next day, he shows up, todo desvelado, hinchado, like, dude, like, what happened to you? Like, it seemed like somebody got him out of the canal. Like he looked hinchado, dude, hinchado. So he goes in the fight, and he's fighting the first round. He drops the guy, boom. He drops him. He gets in front of the guy. Yeah, he's doing all this in front of the guy. The referee starts telling him, "Hey, get back!" So he goes back, and the guy gets up. He beats the count. He goes, "Right, box." My brother Shaggy goes, and boom, he gets caught, and boom, he goes down. He gets up, and the referee's counting, and his legs are all wobbly, right? And the guy just rushes him and starts throwing punches and drops him, and the fight got stopped. My dad's eyes got teary. He was way in the back. So one of my dad's friends goes up to him and says, "Hey, no se preocupe. Ahorita nos vamos a reponer con Joel y Toño." Sure enough, I was next, and I knocked the guy out like in the first, second round. Then Joao, I think you fought Chucho Valenzuela, right? You stopped him like in the fifth, sixth round.
The ninth round.
So it was all happy, right? So this is the funny part, Beto. This is funny. After weeks after the fight, one of my cousins tells us, "Hey, cabrón, your brother's una cura." I go, "Why?" Digo, the day he fought, the day before the fight, he's at the nightclub with this girl telling me, "Hey, Pete, he's all drunk."
No.
Hey, Pete, he goes, "You gonna go watch me fight?" He goes, "Yeah, Shay, when do you fight?" tomorrow. Like,
No.
what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm celebrating. What are you celebrating? I made weight. They're like, dude.
Oh!
Hey, he was at the nightclub the night before after the weigh-in, celebrating that he made weight. Dude.
Hey, that
every
was
time-
that was his hardest fight.
Dude, Shaggy, I'm gonna tell you something. Shaggy, from all four of us, Shaggy was the best one, the best boxer. Lee used to love him. Lee was like, man, that's the next Oscar De La Hoya, because he had the De La Hoya style with long arms, and he had a beautiful body shot. He'll drop everybody with body shots. But his weakness was parties and women.
Wow.
Yeah, he told people, you gonna watch me fight? Yeah, when do you fight? Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Spotlight 29.
Yeah, Spot 29, yeah.
1995. It was an unsanctioned show the commission has. Even better.
They said unsanctioned because we used the tribal commission.
Oh,
not the
okay.
California state.
Okay.
Because we did not use the California state, but then the tribe, the people from the casino, they took it to court and they won, so they were supposed to put it as a California commission state.
Now we have a new lawyer coach, Antonio el Abogado. Watch out, Curtis Gold. We got you. Saludos. Cheers.
I'm the lawyer. I'm not a lawyer.
All right, Coach. Antonio was good. Do we get rid of him or let him keep going?
No, let him keep going.
Get rid of me. I'm gonna sleep for it.
No, they're loving you. These are great stories. Razo, we appreciate you getting up, putting your best Dodger uniform on. Your Dodgers are doing good. Kershaw's doing all right. Razo, did you ever see Toño fight?
Boxing.
I was at the fight when Oscar fought, but I don't remember seeing Toño. Were you the co-main event?
Yes, he was the co-main event.
Watch. It was Oscar, main event, and then it was Yoriboy Campas and Burns, and then me. I was right after Mia St. John. It was Mia St. John, and then myself.
Razo, did you just say?
I was the best fight of the night. I was the best fight of the night.
Wasn't Butterbean on that show?
No.
Butterbean was on that show.
No, not one.
He was?
No, it was Mia St. John. See, I fought.
He's
Oh, wait a minute. He was Eric Esch.
Eric Esch or something.
Yeah, he was. He was.
But he was one of the TV opener. The TV opener was Mia St. John.
Mia St. John, Corey Spinks, Yoriboy Campas, Toño Diaz with the 12th round KO of Hector Quiros.
The 12th round KO.
Yeah. Razo, you don't remember that 12th round?
Dude, that was a war.
Look at, I'll tell you right now, dude. Back in the days when we used to go to the fights, it was.
They were just about Oscar.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna be honest. It's true because we would be outside watching the ambiente, people coming in, checking who's going in, and then when it's the main event's gonna happen, then we would go. But let me tell you why we would do that was because we would buy the cheap tickets, and our seats were way up there. So once the main event came, that's when because before when you go down to your seat, when there's a fight, when the fight's going on, they don't let you go down. There's like a lady with the stop. They don't let you go down. So when the bell rings, that's when they let everybody, the Chusma, they let the Chusma in with like 2 drinks. Like, right here, we're right down here. You go and you just find a seat. So you find a seat by the main event. Chingases. You're kind of watching like, oh, look at no one has sat in that seat right there. That one looked good. Dude, we used to go. There was a lot of us. By the main event, dude, everybody was kind of scattered. Everybody's on their own. Go get a good seat, and then it would be like, "Hey, where did you sit?" "Oh, dude, I was on the floor, dude. I was on the floor like 10 rows up." It was but yeah, it was just scattered.
I remember I did that for Ryan Garcia's last fight on Valentine's Day at the Honda Center.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, after Booney's fight, they gave us tickets, but they were like way on top, right? So I remember Joanne and his wife, they had ringside tickets. So we went next to them, and the seats were open. So we sat there. We watched some of the fights. But when the main event was gonna start, I see a couple comes and sits on our seat. So we get up, we move another seat, and then another people come more and sit on those seats. We get up, and we're moving seat by seat until I don't remember where we ended up at, but we were able to sit around the same area. Yeah, we were able to sit around the area.
That's good.
That's what we always used to do, bro. We always buy the cheap tickets, and then work our way, and then next thing you know, you're right there helping. You're part of the corner también, ayudando with the bucket.
Yeah, yeah. And like after that fight right there, when I fought Quiroz, I remember one of my eyes was all completely shut, and then I wanted to watch the Oscar fight, right? So I go to the dressing room, we get dressed real quick, we get ready real quick, and we walk out. And when we walk out, in the Thomas and Mack Center, the seats they gave us was not the floor, but the first steps.
First level.
On the arena, first level. Yeah. I go there and I go and I sit, and there's Lee's wife, Lee's family, and Joel and I there, and I'm sitting there, I'm watching the fight, and then I see this guy with long hair turns around, and he looks at me, and he shakes my hand, and he goes, "Buena pelea, paisano." Yeah, he goes, "Buena pelea, paisano." I'm like, "Hola, Marco Antonio Solís from the Bookies."
Oh!
Yeah, Marco Antonio Solís from the Bookies. He has that thick voice. Buena pelea, paisano. From Michoacán.
You sounded like Vicente Fox. I go, oh, Vicente Fox was there.
No, that was Marco Antonio Solís.
When you were fighting, like you fought under a couple of Oscars fights, no?
Just that one.
Just that one?
You know what? I fought a lot on night before on Friday.
Yeah, I don't know if I told Beto, because before they used to, like they do now, there used to be some fights before.
Yeah, Friday night and then the main event on Saturday, yeah.
But when you were going, like as a pro, you and Oscar were at the same time, or was it Joel and Oscar?
Oscar and I were in the same era. But no, in the amateur era, Oscar and I grew up in the same era. Yeah. In the pros,
so you already knew him too, though. I mean, as far as like being from California or being from tournaments and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, George did. I know.
I travel with Oscar. I travel with Oscar when because we have what was it, Region 14, Tono?
Region.
Yeah, Region 14.
No, the Circle, I think it's Region 8.
Region 8. We represented Region 8 here in Southern California, and every time we fought the districts and we win, and then we will travel to a state, and then regionals, and we always travel with Oscar. That's why I know Oscar. I mean, every time we travel. As a matter of fact, like I said a few times, I was supposed to fight Oscar in the amateurs. One time, we're moving on in the tournament, and then I lose, and he wins, and he moves to the finals, and I lost. And there was another time we show up to the same tournament, and we saw the bracket, and Oscar's in my bracket, 119. Oh shit! I'll fight Oscar. Okay. At that time, it was Shane Mosley, Pepper Riley, all those guys that were at the time, And all of a sudden, Oscar didn't make weight, so he had to move to the next. And I stayed at 119, and he moved to the next one. That's the reason why we represented Southern California, Region 8, in the National Silver Gloves in Prescott, Arizona, and we traveled together. That's when he was driving down. The car broke down somewhere in Whitewater. He came, stayed at Lee's house, and Lee got a van, and we traveled together. That's why I lived more with Oscar at the time.
Yeah, how would that fight have went? How would that fight have went if you would have fought him?
Oh, Oscar would have put him to sleep.
Oh, he would have whooped my ass.
But then I became me and Oscar. We became good friends after the first Chavez fight. When he fought Chavez, the first fight, I was invited to go help him to be his sparring partner. I remember, as a matter of fact, it was myself, Hector Quiroz, and a couple other guys from Mexico. We were his sparring partners. But then, when it was supposed to be always 2 rounds me, 2 rounds the other guy, 2 rounds the other guy, but they liked the work that I gave them. They always gave me most of the rounds because I was the only one hanging in there with them. So when the second fight came, they called me again for a training camp, but then I was already scheduled to fight Hector Quiroz, who I was in training camp with the first time.
So, you didn't go?
Oh wait, hold on. We got a peanut gallery jumping in. This comes in a comment from Joel Diaz Jr. My dad always says he would have stopped him. I don't know why he's scared to say it now.
Stop who?
Oscar.
Who's that? Come again.
Joel. Hey, Joel just walked in. I think he's drunk. No, hey, I actually sparred. I got pictures.
It's the beer talking, not Joel.
Look, right now, I actually I ran into some pictures. I got pictures of me sparring Oscar at the Coachella Boxing Club when he came over here and sparred. You know,
And at the Azteca.
and at the Azteca, I sparred. Did some sparring with Oscar.
Let me ask you this. Since we're on the topic of Oscar, then we'll move on back to the Tono show, Tono Vision. Thanks for everybody for watching the Tono Chusma show on Thursday. Appreciate you. Dodgers are looking great. We're going to keep on going. Coach Antonio, Razo, you can throw this in too because you knew him on a different level. When Oscar is an amateur, of course, he's going to the Olympics, you know, but the Olympics at that time were a different world. Did you guys know Oscar was going to be special?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I knew that. I knew that because I have not been to an amateur show in years. The reason why, because nowadays it's ridiculous how they choose the fighters. The politics of the amateur boxing is like, if there's a kid that's making noise, let's say for example, a Ryan Garcia, okay, because he's a very attractive kid, and he's good, and he can fight, and he's fast, and the officials like him. Regardless, when he gets in that ring, he's already a winner. I mean, even if he loses the fight, he's still a winner. I mean, and I've seen it, and I've been through a lot of situations where I go and I fight against the judges. Hey, what happened? One time in Arizona, one of our kids fought, and he lost the fight, and they gave him the medal. I told the kid, hey, I mean, just so the judges can see that I was fair and I didn't like it, I saw my boy lose, and I told the kid, hey, you didn't win. Go give the kid back his trophy.
No way.
Goes, yeah, and in the ring still, he walked over there and told the kid, here, this is yours, and give me that, so that the judges could see that I didn't like what they did. Because I mean, even though it's my boy, I'm very, very strict in that particular reason, because I've seen fighters, they win fights and they lose. I go, how did this kid lose? And when Oscar was in that era of the amateur sport back in the day, later in the 80s, I mean, it was different. Oscar would stand out. Shane Mosley would stand out. There was some fighters back then that you would go to a boxing tournament, and if Oscar was there, you knew that somebody special was there. If Shane Mosley was there, you knew somebody special was in the tournament. So those were the guys that everybody wanted to see.
Wow.
And you know, you go to a tournament and you see a bunch of Chusmas, but you see Oscar, obviously.
He just stood out.
The Chusmas are the winners.
There's some fighters that they have like
They have
their
it.
numbers.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to mention Margarito, but
Hey. Oh man, here we go. You want to Margarito guy?
See, it's like for example, when I went to Prescott, look, back then when we went to Prescott, Arizona for the Nationals, and Oscar went with us. I mean, Oscar was obviously the talk of the tournament. Oscar de la Hoya's in the tournament, and then another kid that was very famous, very popular. I fought him that night, which was Clarence Bones Adams.
Yeah.
Oh, that kid was knocking. I mean, not winning, knocking everybody out in the amateurs. And that's why that kid, back in the day, there was another kid that was very, very popular. And he was a great professional fighter, fought some of the best fighters, Danny Romero from in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
yeah.
Little Red?
No.
That's Danny Lopez.
Romero.
Oh, Danny Lopez. Okay, yeah.
Danny Romero, I remember him.
Danny Romero, he fought Johnny Tapia.
Yeah, he fought Johnny Tapia. Danny Romero in the amateurs was a superstar, you know? And you can tell when you go to, and I know nowadays, I don't know much about the amateurs right now, but I know Antonio, he is more into the amateurs. Antonio will go to a boxing tournament, and he already knows the fighters that are causing the attention among every other fighter in the tournament. And that's just the way it is.
Unfortunately.
Antonio, what did you think about Oscar?
Oscar? Well, I didn't know much about him in the amateurs.
Okay.
I started knowing him the first time they called me to help him train to spar for the first Chavez fight.
Oh,
That's when
wow.
I started knowing who he was. But yeah, I will hear you. Oscar de Hoya, this. And after the Olympics, well, you know, it was big. But I started getting to know him more when I was in training camp with him for the first Chavez fight.
What was that like?
It was awesome. Dude, that guy had one of the hardest jabs I've ever felt. You go in there and he hits you with the jab, it felt like you were getting hit with the 2x4 in the forehead, like hard. He had a good jab, hard jab.
So you're in camp. Okay, when you go to a camp like that, obviously you're there as a sparring partner, but you also see the way the lifestyle is, right?
Yeah.
Like at that time, Oscar was so locked in. I mean, he had whatever it was, but it was like when you're in Big Bear. What was that whole experience like for you?
It was awesome. I mean, I learned a lot from that first training camp, from learning how to run, how he runs, how he trains, how he eats. Because I remember a couple times I went with him to breakfast. He invited us to breakfast, and I would see what he eat. I was like, oh, because me, that's one thing I'm gonna tell you, Beto. If I knew back then, I knew what I know now about eating, about all that stuff. Right now, I would still be fighting.
Really?
You know, my biggest thing was dieting. I hated dieting. I hated all that because I did not know what to eat. Right? I was talking one of Joel's friends yesterday or something like that.
Last night we were talking about it.
Last night, yeah, we were talking about it last night. About meals during training camp and stuff. I remember getting out of the gym. I mean, I would get up in the morning, go run, come back, I would eat a couple egg whites with a little bit of turkey and a wheat toast, and that was it, right? And then I'll go to the gym at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I'll go to the gym at 3:30. On the way home, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to go right now and get me a salad with chicken, this and that. But then I will stop at the store, at the gas station. I will buy me a Gatorade and a Rocky Road.
Oh.
And I'll be like, I'll eat this better than whatever I'm gonna eat over there. I'll eat the Rocky Road and a Gatorade. I'll go home and I will not eat nothing no more until next day. So next day in the morning I will run more because I ate that Rocky Road and the Gatorade. Right? See now after weigh-ins, people they drink their water. I mean they eat their pasta and then they take a nap. They come back, then they go eat their protein, which is their meat, whatever it is. Me, after the weigh-ins, I will get off the scale, and they knew. They call me a cookie monster. They knew I love cookies. So they will bring me 2 chocolate chip cookies. After the scale, I would eat 2 chocolate chip cookies with a big Gatorade.
Oh, my God.
After the Gatorade, I will drink a Coke. After the Coke, I will drink another Gatorade. Then I'll go eat a large pizza by myself.
Large pizza.
Yeah, pizza, yeah. After the pizza, I will go take a walk a little bit to bajar un poquito, and then I will go buy me a coconut pineapple ice cream.
Ay.
See, those are things that,
right
there. Next day of the fight, the first 2 rounds, I feel bloated.
You think?
I know. You know, I wouldn't feel that good, right? So after that,
man, that's what you learn. All right, Tono. People want to ask questions here. I'm not going to let them, though. I'm going to ask for you. All right, here we go. Right. As Tono's been going on, the Dodgers are winning. Razo, you feeling good, Razo?
Good.
We're not playing golf tomorrow.
No baseball.
We're not playing golf tomorrow, so I'm going to get loaded. My 10 o'clock isn't happening, Razo. So
Hey, I saw that. I saw that ThursDIAZ that you deleted. So don't get too loaded.
Hey, but I showed up to golf.
We're not going to talk about that show.
But I showed up to golf. Hey, Coach still has the bottle. I showed up to golf.
You showed up to golf. I give you credit for that. You showed up. It don't matter how you showed up, what you did after that, but you showed up.
I showed up.
Everybody was saying you were not going to show up.
Hey,
you did. No matter how you did, how you were, but you did.
Hey, all of you guys. You know what? To everybody, fuck you. I got another one. Fuck you for you guys too.
It's okay, Roberto.
All right, Tono. Hey, I'm here. All of us, Coach. I can't wait till we do ThursDIAZ, just you and I again, because
my wife is here.
Oh.
Nah.
Well, because now that you bring up your wife, because remember when you fought Margarito and you got hit and you did the right?
Man, Joel's talking.
Did. I'm telling you, that's when I saw weakness.
I never looked at her.
Because when he took a knee, and he knows.
Hey, when Margarito hit me, I went down. I looked at my corner. I said, "Pela, güey."
That's the alcohol talking now. Look.
Hey, Joel said, stop the fight, they're hurting my brother.
I
Le entró el amor.
never said anything.
Beto,
I went in there and I stopped it. I go,
Beto, look at the fight. And he knows. We after we came back, we watched the fight, and after we saw it, he goes, don't tell me nothing. Dude, he dropped me, right? I got up. When he rushed me, I was against the ropes. His back was blocking my corner. He's throwing punches. I'm bobbing and weaving, boom. My head is going back and forth because I'm moving from
you're
getting
like
hit.
a bubble head. He was getting hit all over.
No, I wasn't getting hit. I was dodging every punch. So the guy goes up, hey, stop him, my brother. I like him.
Hey, Beto, imagine if I would have let him continue another 4 rounds. Look at the damage
I would have
Margarito
won, bro. I would have won.
Look at the damage Margarito did in just, what, 9 rounds?
No.
Imagine if he went another 3 or 4.
It was 10
Or
rounds.
10. Oh, in 2 rounds?
Middle of 10 rounds.
In 2 rounds, it would have been worse.
Me said that was wrong, bro. 2 rounds faltaban.
You would have done wow.
Yeah. Hey, Maya.
It was
Pop
ping,
out.
Hey, one of these days we're gonna have to sit down with Tono and Marco Villa said and watch that fight with Tono and Joel, and they're gonna have to like do that. That's the fight companion you want to have because man, there's so many different.
You can hear the pow right there, bro. You can hear the pow.
All right, so Tono, how come you're scared of hearing the name Margarito?
You asking why?
What happened? Nah, I ain't scared, dude. I'm not scared of
No, of course not.
I'm not scared of no one.
No, but okay. So what's
I
for the people who are listeners, who are casual listeners? What's the background between you and Margarito? Tell us the story.
I mean, we fought each other, and I mean, the fight was going good up to the seventh round when he started hitting me, he started swelling me, my eyes up, and I don't know. It just, I mean, it went from feeling like this to feeling like this. I don't know, you know.
Well, I never saw that one.
Hey, it went from feeling like this to feeling like this. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so
But
okay, the background. Did you guys see the raps for that fight?
no,
Okay,
we
and
didn't know nothing about that back in the day.
so it was
Back then, yeah.
yeah, at that, and it was which fight was when they caught the raps.
With
Same
the
Mosley.
Mosley, Margarito.
So you had fought him
makes
before
me
that.
think- See, so that puts me to think, like, they dare to do something like that on a big
Big fight.
fight. What makes you think he didn't do that on the little Changuita fight?
Okay, so that's what I'm asking.
But
So
that happened with Cotto too, no?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And with Centron también.
What happened on Cotto happened exactly to me, bro.
so now you think that Margarito had the loaded hands.
I know.
You know, in your opinion, he had it, right?
I know.
Okay. What was different
You
about the
feel
punches?
Like he says, you feel like a punch. You can feel a punch throughout the whole fight. You're feeling the punch.
Look
And all of a sudden,
at the fight.
hard.
Well, like you said, let's sit down, let's look at the fight, and you're gonna see the fight. Every punch I felt was like this, boom, boom. I kept walking forward, boom, boom. He kept feeling like this. After the 6th round, 7th round, I started feeling this, like
Hard.
a sting, like this.
Oh, he's stuck.
And we lost Tono.
Oh, we lost Tono.
He left on his
Him
own.
and Stumpin.
He left on his own. He got fired.
Oh, I bet you Margarito's probably working IT. He heard him. Like how Razo sabotaged him. Oh man, we lost
He
Tono.
butted or something.
Oh,
It said he left.
oh, he left. He hit the button. Oh man. All right, thanks for. Oh, is he back?
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Hold on. Yeah.
You got excited, cabrón. You got
Margarito hit
excited.
his computer.
So
Oh, Margarito.
So that's how hard Margarito hit that he knocked you off.
No, I guess.
Yeah.
That's weekend. No, you know what? I mean, that fight is one of the fights. See, that fight and the Mickey Ward fight and the Ivan Robinson fight are one of those 3 fights that I remember everything clearly from the fight up to now, like round by round. Like the Quiroz fight, I only remember from first round, second round. I do not remember from second round to the 10th. Don't ask me between the second and the 10th.
So,
No, but
That was on the second Kilos fight.
so now, Toño, now when Joel says, I stopped the fight, you go back and forth, right? Now you can joke about it like, oh, my brother, but at that time, what happened?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I was like deformed. Yeah, my face was like jacked up. I understand.
And when you did understand.
You know, you know what?
Don't get mad. Are you mad at your brother for stopping the fight?
I mean, I don't know. I'm a warrior.
no.
When you get drunk, do you get
Oh, yeah. Beto, but let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Dile, coach.
No, but let me tell you.
No, watch.
Hey, Toño, relax. Hey,
hold on.
no, come here, hold on. I'm in charge here. Relax, Toño.
Let me just say something real quick.
Relax.
Start the fight. Margarito's trainer goes and tells him, hey, good stoppage. This guy gets stronger as rounds goes by.
Oh. Okay.
No, but not only
stronger
that.
as rounds goes by.
All right, coach.
Not only that, Beto, not only that. Look, and this happened between the time we got to Vegas. Javier Capetillo, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not the guy that wrapped the hands.
No,
the manager.
no.
The manager was at the
Oh.
time.
Fernando or
I remember his manager's name. He approaches me and very confident. Look, at that time, Antonio was in his prime. And I was 100% sure that Antonio was going to win the fight. Everybody. Because
I was 200.
stylistically, Antonio should be Margarito that night. And those are things that make us think, why did this happen? I mean, everybody knew. You were favored than Antonio, no?
No, he was.
No, well, the thing is that we knew that Antonio could be Margarito stylistically because he was faster, slicker on his defense and stuff. Margarito was just a bully. He was just a slow, heavy hitter. And then his manager approaches me in the lobby and tells me, "Hey, you guys want to bet on this fight?"
No way.
And he goes, I go, "How much?" And he goes, 10,000, like 10 grand.
Chingasu.
I go, "Okay, I'll get back at you." I said, "I'll get back at you." He goes, "Yeah, just you and I on the side. We'll bet $10,000, right?" I didn't have the money at the time. If I had the money, I would have bet, you know. But at the same time, I thought about it and I go, you know what? I'm not gonna bet on my brother because the first time we bet money on Antonio, I mean, we were supposed to go to a steakhouse after the fight. We ended up eating tacos. Because I mean, he fought a guy from East LA, all full of tattoos. Antonio was gonna knock him out. Antonio was knocking people out, and he loses to a guy like that when we had bet money on him, and we had already planned. Hey, right now after Antonio knocks this guy out.
Myself.
Yeah, we went to the restaurant. Antonio, these guys are betting money. He goes, "Here, put some on myself." So we all gather up a bunch of money and betting lost. So that night I was like, why does this guy want to bet $10,000? I go, you know what? I told him, hey, no, never mind. And then going into the fight, I see Antonio diminishing after the 6th round, and he's telling me in the corner that he can't see, that he has Vaseline in his eyes. But I see his
Adrenaline.
Bruce. But no. But look, this is what happened. Lee Espinosa gave me the opportunity to train Antonio after I retired. Okay, so when Antonio fought Ahmed Santos, I trained him for his first the first fight I trained Antonio was for Ahmed Santos when he won the title. And then from there, I kept doing all the physical training with Antonio. I was actually the mid guy, the trainer. Lee Espinosa was basically the manager. But coming into the fight, Lee Espinosa was the man in the corner, not me. I was always talking from outside, even though I was training Antonio. And Antonio recalls that Lee Espinosa got sick before the fight. And he had a problem.
Something wrong with his back.
Something wrong with his back. And he couldn't walk. So we're like, oh, man. So then everybody, hey, so this time you're going to be in a corner with Antonio? Like, I don't know. And the plan was, since Lee Espinosa cannot go under the ring, under the ropes, because his back was hurt, now you're going to be in. So to me, it was the first time I was going to be with Antonio in the corner, you know, being as a trainer. As a chief second, yeah. So once we get to the fight, all the attention and all the lights and stuff, Lee Espinosa says, hey, I'm going in. Okay, no problem, whatever. But the thing is, I'm a little bit more of a cold-blooded type of guy when it comes down to when I see something like that. And that night, it was Lee Espinosa, Julio Diaz, and me working the corner. when Antonio gets knocked down, I mean, just leaving bullshit aside, like we said, hey, we joke around a lot. When Antonio gets dropped, and yes, Antonio took a knee, and I didn't see him that bad. I mean, Antonio knows that he's been in fights with me where he's been worse than that, and I let him continue. And when he took a knee, and I saw him look one way, and then he looked at the other, I said, okay. He got up, and yes, he did. But at that time, I got Julio panicking behind me, and Lee Espinosa, hey, ya párala, ya párala, ya párala. So now they're telling me, both of them behind me, like, hey, ya párala, ya párala. So I'm like, so both of these guys are telling, because they panic, and they're telling me, ya párala, ya párala, ya párala. So I'm like, okay. So I woke up the podium, and I'm telling the ref, hey, ya estuvo, regardless of what was happening. I mean, I stopped the fight, I did, but I mean, if I would have had, if I would have been in full charge of the fight, I would have said, you know what, let him continue a little more. But Julio would always panic. Even when Antonio fought in Miami one time, Antonio got hurt. In Kissimmee, Antonio got hurt. He got hit with a punch low, and he wasn't performing. He was taking a beating in 2 rounds. And Julio was like, hey, ya no me hace caso. Ya no me hace caso. I go, relax. Hey, he's getting beat up. I go, relax. And then all of a sudden, Antonio comes to the corner and tells him, hey, talk to me. And he goes, I'm okay. I go, no, you're not. I go,
show me you're okay.
Show me you're okay. Don't tell me. Show me. I'm going to give you one more round. And if you don't show me that you're okay, I'm going to stop the fight. He goes in there and he beats this guy, right? And then Julio tells me after the fight, man, I couldn't be able to be in your position, dude. He goes, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're cold-blooded. I go, dude, you got to relax. When people panic, they panic. When Tim Bradley fought Ruslan Provodnikov, I was working in the corner with Bradley trying to calm Bradley down and control him, go back in there because he was hurt. And the whole corner, his father was, obviously that's his father. He saw Bradley was hurt, his uncle, and everybody were like, they freaking out. So I'm trying to calm everybody down before I calm him down. And I mean, that night, and I tell you straight out, Julio's like poking me on the back, hey, ya párala, ya párala. And Lee's telling me, hey, ya párala, ya párala. So I go and I do, you know, I do it because I like, they see something that I don't.
Yeah.
Let me just walk up there and stop it.
That's good, man. Respect to all of you guys, man, and for just getting in there. Like, you know, cheers, salud, Toño. Like we harass you a little bit, Toño, but it's out of respect and cariño, man, and for what you guys go through, from where you've come from to where you're at, man. And the Dodgers win, so now you can feel good. Toño, right. How you feeling? You liking the show?
I'm loving it, bro. I'm on my 3rd one.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to train tomorrow. I have to train tomorrow by myself.
Oh man! Hey, a question that comes in is, who's older?
Oh, Joel's 2 years older than my dad.
You see what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Beto, you see what I mean? Imagine if I would have given him Margarito another the other 2 rounds.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. The stories are good. Razo, you feeling good?
Wait, how old are you?
I already forgot.
You are 47?
47.
Yeah, I'm 44.
Okay, here we go. The Green Eye Band has a question. Joel, who was the brother that won money playing blackjack on Mother's Day weekend? Shaggy. What's his real name?
Jesus.
And he was a boxer. So Shaggy's the one who won the money playing blackjack. All right. So what you got?
Shaggy was a gambler.
Can I tell you a story about Shaggy?
What do you think? What do you think the show's about, Toño?
Dude. I remember Julio fought in Vegas, bro.
I'm gonna get a shot.
hey. Julio fought in Vegas. He fought on a Friday. So I remember we all left on a Wednesday. And Shaggy was going to go over there thinking he had a room. He had everything for himself and his friends. So he got there on Thursday night with 3 of his friends and 3 girls thinking he had a room. So he asked Julio, hey, do I have room? He goes, no, you don't have room. So, what am I going to do with the girls? And there's more girls coming, right, for the fight. He looks at his pocket and he goes, I got $72. He goes, $72, dude, yeah. He goes, let's go to the blackjack table. I'm like, dude, you only have $72. Save it. No, let's go to the blackjack. So he sits on the blackjack table because they give free drinks when you're playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? And in Vegas, as long as you sit and you play, you get free drinks. So I thought, man, just go ahead and leave. So I remember my cuñado, myself, and a couple buddies, we said, hey, let's go to the beach nightclub. Back in the days, there was that beach nightclub behind
Oh, by the
Back
Hilton.
Street. Yeah, by the
By the
Hilton.
Hilton,
Yeah.
the beach club. Oh, hey, I was. Oh, the beach? Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Woo! 21-year-old Betuvisión. Woo!
We all went to the nightclub, my wife and I and my cuñado and my sister and everywhere there, having a good time. At 3 in the morning, we're walking to the hotel. We're at the Excalibur. As we're walking to the elevators, we're passing by the blackjack tables, and I hear somebody yelling, "Yeah, baby monkey, yeah!" All this yelling, I was crazy. So one of my buddies comes inside me, "Hey, Tono, what's up? What's up, Snoop?" His name was Jaime. We call him Snoop. What's up, Snoop? Hey, come and take your brother away. Because something stand up already, bro. He has a lot of fucking chips, a lot of money already, and he don't want to leave. Are you serious? So I told my wife, hey, go to the room. I'll be there right now. So I go, Shaggy. I see Shaggy. What's up? He goes, what's up, carnal? I go, bro, what are you doing? He goes, hey, I'm waiting. I'm taking all this money. And he looks at the lady. He goes, hey, you know who I am? I'm the devil. And the lady's just looking at him like, what the hell is this guy saying, right? So he goes, look. I'm going to bet 500 on this hand, and I'm going to win it because I'm the devil. And sure enough, boom, he gets blackjack. He'll win $1,000. Damn. So he goes, hey, look at what I have. Yeah, a lot of green chips and black chips. He goes, here. He gives me a bunch of chips. He goes, here, save those for me. So I get them and put them in my pocket. And then he's playing. He wins more black chips and green chips. He goes, here, save you. He goes, go and change them. So I change them to like $7,000. With $72.
Because he's the devil. He's the devil.
Devil. Hey, you know the casinos, they switch the dealer every hour, every half an hour?
Yeah, me and Razo yell at him.
Yeah, they were switching the dealers every 15 minutes. The cards, they were switching the cards every 10 minutes. Because he was winning so much, right? So I told him, Jay, you got the girls here, dude. You have enough money to get yourself a room. Go have a great time. Just get up, bro. So he goes, okay. So he goes, let me just bet this last thing. If I lose it, I'm out. I remember he bet like $800. He lost it. He goes, all right, I'm done. He gets up. He goes, how much you have? I go, I got like 8,000 and something. He goes, keep 8,000 and give me the rest. So I remember I gave him like $800. So he went. He got himself a room for him and the girls and everybody. And then they went out clubbing and they partied. Next day he comes in the morning. Hey, where you at? I go, I'm in a room. Come to the elevators. I go, what's up? Bring the money. I come down. He goes, where's the money? I go, here. I give him the money. He goes, no, you hold it. Give me 500. He goes, give it to my mom. I give my mom 500. Give my dad 500. Give 100 to my sister and 100 to my little brother. He goes, give me the rest. He goes, how much you got? I go, so much. He goes, you keep 2,000 for you. I go, no, I need 2,000. He goes, Jack, you keep it. If it wasn't because of you, I would have lost everything. Keep it. I made easy $2,000. Right. So he goes, I go, you still have $3,000 left. He goes, okay, give me 1,000 and keep the other 2,000 and don't give them to me. Even though I beg you for them, don't give them to me until we get to Coachella. All right. So I give him 1,000. He goes out doing whatever he's doing with his girls, partying or whatever. And sure enough, we came back home. And I had his other $2,000. I gave him his other $2,000 here at home. Oh, it was $72. That guy was a gambler, bro. That guy, if you give him $50, he'll come back and give you 1,000.
So him and Razo together would be trouble, right?
Oh, send it with those.
Some damage.
Hey, with Razo and Shaggy, they'll send it.
Oh my God! You guys missed out last week when Razo was gambling with the millionaires, saying 80, double or nothing on every hole. Yeah. And for the record, I lost to Razo yesterday.
Give me a minute. I gotta go to the little boardroom.
No.
Have a good night, Tono. Have a good night.
I can't do the job.
Está bailando.
Hey, no, you can't go.
That's what you got to prepare yourself.
See?
See you tomorrow, Tono.
See, if Tono really watched the show, he would just get up and leave like I do, and then not come back for a while. See, that's how I.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you leave me like, what am I gonna say?
You know what we should do? We should just end the show right now, and Tonio thinks that the show's still going on.
No, I'm listening.
Wait, did he go to the bathroom? Did he take us with us?
I'm listening.
What the
You
fuck?
know what I'm here.
He's probably peeing in the trash can right there next to you. Yeah, he's peeing in the trash can.
Oh man, Coach, how's your brother doing? Is he good? There's Tonio. How's Tonio doing?
No, he's good. He's good. He's an entertainer.
Wait, he's
You know,
back?
I mean, look, he's an entertainer right now, and he's barely loosening up.
Oh man, that's good.
He's good. He's good.
Razo, I think you might. Tonio might be trying to replace you as a.
No, I'm never. Razo, never gonna replace you.
Oh, Razo mi gallo. You cannot replace Razo.
This show has created.
Razo, Capitan's open already, bro. Capitan open already.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Where's that
gallo.
thing?
Capitan is open now.
I was there last
I
weekend.
mean, I need some cucarachas.
Yeah. This show has created.
Last weekend.
Is this the cucarachas or the oyster shots? Salty as fuck, but those are bomb.
I have some cucarachas and 2 big caguamas.
There we go. This show has created so many characters. We have Razo and Tonio are going to start their own show. They're ready to go. The Happy
What's it
Fair.
gonna be called?
Chusma Thursdays.
No. That's not gonna be called. It's gotta be called. Send it with a Chusma.
There you go.
Oh man, that was good. All right.
Send it with a Chusma.
There it is. As we wrap up now, the 30th is going to be a big weekend in Coachella. Beck the Bully is going to be fighting. That's for sure now, right, Coach? You guys have Beck?
Yes.
Oh, actually, Razo, are you allowed to talk about it or no? Don't talk.
Yeah.
Is Beck fighting for sure, Razo?
Beck's on.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, they announced the
it's gonna be a great
undercard.
card.
Okay.
It's gonna be a great card. I saw the lineup. It's gonna be a great card.
I think Munguia and what's his name?
Turiano Johnson?
Soriano Johnson
Yeah.
is gonna be a good fight.
And then you
Sulem Urbina and Esparza.
Yeah.
is gonna be a great fight.
Barca,
Hey, I think that fight can take the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fight's gonna be for WBC title eliminator.
And then Rashidi Ellis and Alexis Rocha.
That's gonna be good.
That's gonna be a good.
That could be a main event somewhere else. That's-
This card is gonna be. I don't know why they're making this big card right now.
Well, ask
Because they
Razo.
have-
Man, these guys,
Because they have to make fights.
Because they haven't had fights.
Hey, Lamont is on it too, no?
Lamont Roach. And then-
Edwin Soto's on
It was
it.
out there.
And Tristan.
Yeah, and Tristan Calcruz. So I don't know if I'm working that show. I haven't talked to the zone. Hopefully I'm working. And if not, I think I might show up and just be at Tonio's house and do the show from Coachella. Because, Tonio, are you going to go in the bubble?
I'll go.
Are you in the bubble, Tonio?
I might be at the bubble in Thompson.
Okay, so, all right. So, yeah, me too.
Manuel Mendez fighting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Mendes. Oh, he's fighting Michael Dutch over.
He's fighting Dutch over, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you guys still train Mendes. Okay, that's the kid from Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that'd be a good scrap right there. Oh, all right, there you go. So, all right, so that weekend, Halloween weekend, we're gonna be in Coachella. Razo, you'll be in the bubble. Just give me a room, even if I'm not working. Just give me a room. I'm gonna go so we can play golf on that Wednesday. We'll do the show from there. And wait, Razo, you don't do the rooms. Why am I asking you for a room? Anyway, I'll call Carla. We'll get a room. We're ready to go. But afterwards.
Hey. And then Joelito said, or one of the Joels, so I heard it somewhere, that then after the fight, we're going to Joel's house because he's having a Halloween party or something. I don't know.
Yeah, ya sabes.
That's what I heard.
Hey, aquí va a haber, hey, aquí hacemos un desmadre.
Yeah, and then we can send the contract for.
Chivo
Hey,
and
tell Beto to
Beto's like,
bring,
I'm really going now.
tell Beto to bring extra makeup para pintarnos aquí.
I got you. I got Mac Studio Fix NC35. No problem. We're right there. All right, Tonio, you've done an hour and 28 minutes. The show's been 138.
Damn.
Thank you.
Tonio, you feel good, Tonio? All right, say goodbye to your fans, Tonio. Say goodbye to your fans.
Man. Here, send it.
Tonio, say your final speech here. And I will say this though, in all honesty, you Tonio, you brought a big crew tonight. Team Abel King is watching.
And Abel King.
Abel King, a 10-year-old who's watching right now.
Train him.
Oh, you train him? So Tono did bring a crowd, and right now, a good friend of ours who watches the show, Ruben Polanco. Where are you at, Ruben? Ruben, and I'm being completely serious here right now. Ruben, his niece, 11-year-old, lost her battle with cancer. Her name is Lucille, beautiful little girl. If you want to go check out the dad's account, Lucille's dad, and send him some wishes and thoughts and prayers for that. And she was a big boxing fan. Here's a picture that she sent me wearing a Mikey Garcia hat, watching fights. And Ruben Polanco, Polancs 15, Polancs 15. Thoughts are with you, prayers with you. And he said, I've been watching this. She died this morning, and he said, thanks you so much. No more suffering. But I'm watching this show. I needed this. And pinche Tono. That's how he finishes the text. Pinche Tono. And so yeah.
Polanco, may God bless her soul. Rest in peace. My condolences from my team and everybody. God bless and give strength to the family. She's in a good place now.
We mess around a lot. We have a lot of jokes, but at the same time, it's the ThursDIAZ has become a little family amongst the family, and you support everybody, and you go back and forth. So if you guys want to reach out to him, his name is Polancs 15. Ruben Polanco. He's a golfer, and he's a good dude. Man. I interact with him a lot, and I've never met him, but just thoughts and prayers for you and your family.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, exactly. And all right, Tono, your final words. Say to your fans.
Well, I just want to say thank you, everybody. Abel King, thank you for. hey, I told him yesterday. He even told me, Coach, what time are you going to be on? I go, 8 o'clock. And he waited for 8:30, which is great. Don't miss it. Abel King, thank you, everybody else who's logged in. Thank you, everybody out there. Thank you for the support you always give to ThursDIAZ. I'm a big fan of it, and I always watch it even though I'm not on it. But Razo, mi gallo, Beto, thank you very much. I love you. I got you. And we should golf one of these days.
Razo, are you gonna let Tono on your show?
Definitely. We got it going on, baby.
Send it with a Chusma.
You know what? If I there's, you know what's gonna happen? Somebody is watching this right now, and they're gonna make a graphic design with Tono and Razo and like a Chusma. Send it Chusma show. Like there's,
I hope Coachella Brewery can see this. They can send us some more beer because it's good.
Coach, Tono has learned the art of getting sponsors quickly on this show.
I have to.
We need them for our show.
Yeah, he needs them.
Tono, we need them for our show. Huh? That's right.
Yeah, we need them for our show.
Yeah.
With the Christmas.
Just imagine, Beto, you have a case of Coachella beer. Gallo, you have a case of Coachella beer. Antonio and me, my Dos Equis, I'm good.
Hey, watch out. Send it with los chus. Imagine, hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss it. Send it with los chusmas, sponsored by Coachella Brewery.
Oh! I told you he speaks better when he's drunk. I told you. He did. Hey, Beto, you remember when we started the show and you introduced him? He went like, he was stuttering. Right now he hasn't stuttered, right? I told you. You did at the beginning.
Hey, he's like Margarito. He gets stronger when the rounds.
On the introduction, you were like,
Hey, Joao would always tell everybody, Tono's like one of those steam engines. He gets better as he goes.
Yeah. Wow.
And that's what you did right now. When you started, you're like, hey, here we go. We have Antonio Diaz, and you're like, and right now you haven't started, bro. Hey, you're good.
He just did a commercial right now.
He did.
He did a commercial. No.
And I hope they saw it, bro.
Hey, wait, Tono, one more time. Ready? I'm gonna do an ISO shot on you. Tono Diaz, what were you drinking tonight?
I was drinking Coachella beer by Coachella Brewery.
Send it
with los chusmas, sponsored by Coachella Brewery. Hope they help us out.
I am done. Roberto Diaz is never coming back. him and his fancy decanters and Narco's house. That's it. He's done. But Roberto wasn't able to get to a good Wi-Fi connection tonight, so he didn't want to have the same trouble we have last week.
Is he out there on vacation?
I don't even. Hey man, the less I know, the better, right? And I asked. I was like, "Hey, you're gonna miss Tono." He wrote back, "Wait a minute, Tono's on tonight. Let me try my best to get you a good spot." So Antonio's got to come back with Roberto. We'll talk all kinds of good stuff. But so yeah,
next week?
No, not next week.
Are you saying I'm on next week?
No, I'm not saying that I'm on next week.
Are you saying there's a chance?
I'm telling you, no.
There's one in a million.
Hey, so
One in a million.
Between 1 in a million.
0 for next week. Hey, you got a guy in your garage training by himself on YouTube.
I already sent him the whole workout. He's good.
He did a video workout.
I worked him already.
No, Tono, you'll definitely come back. You'll definitely come back. Next time you come back, you gotta have 300 followers with you. If you get 300 people to DM me, then I'll put you on the show. Besides,
bro, I'll get you more. I got you. See, 300 is just a taster. I'll get you a lot more.
Coach, you're right. The more he drinks, the more promises, right? We will do that. All right. Razo, thank you so much for jumping in last minute. Tono, you were awesome or great. Love you, man. Appreciate it.
Beto, thank you very much, Beto.
Coach, we will talk to you next week. Coach, and hopefully we don't get any messages from your brother saying, hey, I have ideas for the show like we did with Razo the first time.
Oh, man.
No. You're not
Hopefully not.
We're going to save those for our show.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's what you did. You're not gonna get those messages anymore because now it's about the Sunday with the Chusma.
And thanks to everybody who's been along. Beto Gomez, gracias.
And that's gonna be on Wednesdays.
Yeah. It's gonna be on Wednesdays. Letty Ariola, the Green Eyed Bandit, Tuto Brenes, all these people, Garden Angel.
We just started before the ThursDIAZ.
Yeah, they're gonna do ThursDIAZ at 6:00. There you go. These guys,
Tutu Brenes gave me this one, and I haven't caught up. I have so many in line that Tutu Brenes sent me this one. He goes, "Hey, coach, for your ThursDIAZ, hey, I'll get to this one next week."
Ay.
Okay, Tutu, I promise you.
Hey, thank you. Next week I'll be at Joel's house. Show me the bottle.
I don't want them.
Hey, Tonio's like, I'm not gonna be on the show. I'm gonna be on the show. I'm gonna go to Joel's house.
I'm going to Joel's house.
And for those of you wondering,
I'm gonna be on the show.
and for those of you wondering,
You're gonna finish that bottle.
yeah, and me and Razo are not in the same garage. We're in different garages right now, so it's
Studios, Beto Vision.
the Beto Vision Studios. And thanks to everybody for watching.
I'm gonna show Beto. Oh no.
And thanks to everybody for watching. Rate, review, subscribe. Let us know if you're listening on the iTunes or Spotify. We appreciate you. We'll do it again next week. And if you want to listen to my other podcast, Living the Dream, where I'm all professional, you can check that one out too. What am I doing this weekend? Check me out on Channel 2 Sunday, 4:30. I'll be on after the Rams game with Jim Hill. I'll be live at SoFi Stadium this week. No shout outs for Razo because you don't watch me. Razo doesn't watch, so no shout out for you.
Dude.
I got it.
Razo, I cannot believe you did not see the beautiful shout out he did about you, bro.
Yeah.
I wish that was me right there.
Hey, here it is.
You'll never get it.
Hold on. Here, Tono.
Now it's on DVR just in case.
So, Tono, for you, so I go on immediately after the Rams game on Channel 2, so like around 4:30, right? Yeah. And the first segment is about the Rams recap. I'm going to say, somehow, I don't know how, but I'm going to use the word, man, there was no Chusma here tonight at SoFi Stadium. So when I say Chusma, it's a shout out to all the ThursDIAZ people. I might even say, you know what? The Giants came in, but they're not. They might have the way that they looked tonight. There was no Chusma from the way Jared Goff played, or something. I'll figure out a way to use the word Chusma.
Like
something.
Just use this word Chusma.
The Chusma is my shout out to everybody from ThursDIAZ and Tono Vision.
Tono, make sure we record it so we can use it for a promo.
You guys are crazy.
Hey, wait, but okay. Yeah, all right. Chusma, and then the following week.
And then send it.
No, I already used send it. So every single week, I'm gonna try to. Every single week, I'm gonna try to use some kind of Spanish. So, Chusma this week. I think next week is gonna be Maldita Pobreza.
Andy, wait.
Yeah. Wait. Yo, I gotta say it, but this week for sure is Chusma. Chusma this week. So look out for Chusma Sunday. Hey, maybe what if I say it's Chusma Sundays?
It's Chusma Sunday.
Hey.
All the Chusmas are there watching the Rams.
I was like, the Chusma wishes they were here.
Watching the Packers. Why did you say, hey, the Chusma Packers are not doing so good?
Okay, all right. No,
No,
that,
they're undefeated.
well, hey, can I say that? I was like, hey, because Jim Hill's gonna say, Beto, how was it there? I'm like, Jim, the Chusma wishes they were here watching the Rams play.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, that's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Tonyo, you approve?
Yeah, I approve. What is the Chusma? They say, you know what? It's the Send It Chusma podcast people.
See, now,
That's only if he asked you.
Beto, I told you.
yeah.
I told you.
Pinche ideas.
You
Pinche
don't have to
ideas.
say it. That's only if he asks you, like, what's the Chusma?
What
Hey,
is
Beto,
Chusma?
Beto, I'm gonna give you an idea. I'm gonna give you an idea because
Please, help
I've been
me.
with you from the
Yeah,
I've been with
you're a
you from the beginning.
we are professionals here, you know.
On the next presidential debate, we're gonna have ThursDIAZ to see how people are not gonna watch the debate; they're gonna watch us. We'll take viewers from the presidential debate on this.
There it is. There it is. We'll take everybody. All right. Buenas noches, everybody. As always, I'm gonna go edit this. And Razo, you wanna play golf tomorrow?
Yeah, damn, it's already late.
Wait, it's already late. What do you got? You got something else, Tonyo? What do you got?
No, I'm saying,
Beto.
the time went by so fast.
I
His
know.
name is Beto.
Now I see how you guys go by. Like,
Beto,
now I like.
disconnect him. He's gonna keep talking. Hello, Wacho.
I lo watcho, everybody. Good night. Buenas noches. Bye.
Razo, see you guys.
Razo, good night.